How's the defense coming along so far?
We're doing really good. We're coming together. We're holding each other accountable, which is the biggest thing. We got a lot of leadership, and we're getting it all. Starting to install all the defense, and we're getting after it out there.
Danny, I know the coaching staff said yesterday that, or Boyd said yesterday that practice wasn't as sharp. He didn't see the maturity he wanted. Do you think was today better on that end?
Yeah, definitely. Today, we faced a little adversity. Going out first day of full pads and being pretty hot out there. So we got after it and we held it together. And we're gonna have some MAs and mistakes, and the freshmen are gonna learn their jobs, and we're gonna get there.
Do you feel like today was strategically timed right around the hottest time of the day for full pads and all that?
I don't know. I think right about now we're gonna start switching practice times up just to kind of switch it up in our mental clocks and stuff like that. So.
Right about now, 4 weeks from today, it'll be in the second half.
I'm sorry?
Right about now, 4 weeks from today, it'll be in the second half.
Yeah, we'll be ready for that though. Doing this every day out here, it won't phase us. We'll be getting after it.
And I know that there's been a lot of talk about how the overall depth and talent, everything's been upgraded there on the defensive line. When you got guys that are coming in like that, how much do they push you to kind of, I know you're a competitive guy anyway. When you got young, talented, big guys, how much does it push you to keep being the best you can be?
Oh, it's great. I mean, that's how you build championship programs, and that's why Coach Jones recruits those big time guys. But it really helps me as a leader, really, because I can't slack off. I can't show weakness. Because they're looking and modeling, what they got to do and their mental toughness and all that kind of stuff, and they're looking at me for that. So, it makes me a lot better player, and I know that I got them on my heels, and we're going to compete all the time, just like we compete with the offense.
What do you see from Khalil and Shai that impresses you?
They're huge, but no, they're huge. But they want to learn. That's the biggest thing. Shai sits right next to me in the meeting room, and he's always asking me questions. Always, why this, why that, and explaining it to him. But that's really impressive. And I'm rooming with Shai back at the hotel too, so we're talking ball all night. And Khalil, man, he's a freak. It's great to have a guy like that in our program. He's gonna eat up double teams. He's gonna make plays. He's gonna be a great player for the University of Tennessee.
The coach has mentioned him having to learn how to practice a little bit, Khalil.
Yeah.
Is that just a function of being a true freshman at college for the first time?
Yeah, it's definitely a function of being a true freshman, but being a 340-pound true freshman, it's a little different too. So. But he'll get there. I mean, that's what our program's based on, is practicing hard, and so when the games comes, it's easy. It's easy for us because we're running after the ball every snap, going 40 yards down the field after a deep ball that we know we're not going to make the play on. But it's just getting that mindset, and he'll get there.
And having that depth on the line, how much easier does that make your job throughout a game, playing less snaps and maybe getting more out of yourself?
I think it's going to be huge, and having more playmakers and guys be able to step up, it's going to be great.
How many snaps a game did you average last year? Do you know?
Like 50 or something like that.
Would they like you ideally to do a little less than that?
Yeah, I think the ideal number for a defensive tackle is around about 40. So, yeah, that would probably get down there.
You think you'll get there this year?
Yeah, hopefully. But if I got to play 100 snaps, I'm going to do it. I mean, we're trying to win football games out here, trying to win championships. So, whatever I got to do that, I'll do it.
How much better is the team speed, and what positions seem to be the most improved in that area?
Our defensive line. I mean, watching film, it's just like we're seeing stuff on film that I haven't seen since I've been here. Maybe if you go back and watch the John Hendersons and those guys and the way they got after it, maybe that would compare to it. But we're getting after it, and I'd love to hear people doubt us. Everybody last year was saying we were going to be the worst defensive line in the SEC. Now everybody's trying to pat us on the back, but we don't let that phase us. We're going to get after it, and we don't listen to that kind of stuff. We're just trying to win.
Is there another position where you've noticed a great deal of improvement in speed?
Our defensive backfield. I mean, it was pretty good last year, but I mean, they're great. Those guys are getting after it. Our defense. We're coming. We're going to be hunting. So.
Is that speed across the board on the defensive front? Are you talking end tackle all the way across the board?
Speed, and I think mentality is everything. People don't really understand that until you play the game. But having a mentality, going out there and just trying to get after the quarterback, trying to get after the running back, getting TFLs, getting sacks, whatever it is. That mentality speeds everything up for the line as a whole. So we're just trying to get after it.
What do you see when you say what you're seeing on film? Maybe you hadn't been around here in a while. What do you see?
I think last year one of the things we lacked was, and Coach Strip had brought this up earlier in the week, is the push through the middle of the pocket. You know, last year we weren't getting the push up the middle that we were wanting to, but this year, you know, we're really pressing on those guards and those centers and really closing the pockets where that quarterback's got to, you know, go outside and then the ends can clean it up, or, you know, Derek Barnett doesn't have to do too much cleaning up, neither does Kurt Magid. They kind of get after it. So it's great to have those guys, you know, getting after it with us.
Danny, you were
Last question.
You were a freshman once. I mean, can you kind of speak to the difficulty of being a freshman defensive lineman coming in and having hit the guy running? Can you kind of relate to what Khalil and Shire are going through?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure what Khalil and Shire are going through is a little bit harder because, you know, when I was a freshman, we didn't have to emphasize too much running, you know, down the field after the ball. But yeah, just picking up everything. You know, it's the little stuff that, you know, people don't really know. It's just the small little calls, the words that, you know, we're hearing from the back end, and just being able to pick up stuff like that. And then, you know, our football intelligence, we call that FBI. You know, really understanding the game, why does an offense do this, you know, and what can come out of that, and just schematic stuff. But, you know, the physicality part, we're getting there.
Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Danny.